I mean, you talk about in your book that you had a struggle for a period at Liverpool. What was the struggle? Why did you find it
The
so
struggle. The
difficult?
struggle wasn't a football pitch struggle. It was a off-field struggle where I didn't know if it was the right move. If I'm honest with you, I'll be honest. I didn't know if it was the right move. But then I'd go from that where I'd be upset and no one around and stuff like that. Then I'd go to training. I'd be fine. I'm around the lads and I'm around my family within football. Then I'd go from there, go back to there, and I'd have these four walls, and I'd be like, well, what do I do?
Do you think that do you think that the club could have done more, or football clubs in general?
They do.
Could do more,
To be honest with you, we had a player liaison.
Right. Yeah.
But in my mind, player liaison meant the foreign lads, because they're coming from abroad, they need help to know where this is, to set up this, and that was for them. And I never thought that it was for me, who lived down the road. Well, really, Liverpool to Leicester is only down the road compared to someone flying in from, say, Croatia or somewhere like that.
So, if you were to go back to that period, would you have acted differently with what you know now? And football clubs seem to have a better support system.
Yes, definitely. But again, I'd probably have my family move up with me because I was only 22 at the time. And I was even though I was doing really well within football, I was still a young 22-year-old.
Were you? I mean, is this a fair question? Were you depressed at that?
I wouldn't have said depressed. I was just anxious. I didn't know. I don't know what to call it, to be honest with you. I was just felt lost in a strange place that I didn't know, and I put it in my book that I was.
It's interesting because from the outside, I mean, this my view on it, and I followed your career closely, but people would think young man, world at his feet, big money move, money doesn't matter, great club he's at. But, what have you got to be worried about?
Yeah, you'd say that, but the littlest things would upset me. So I couldn't find anywhere to cut my hair. So I would drive back to Leicester, get a haircut to drive back up to Liverpool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was the smallest of things that would get me upset, and it was just being out of my comfort zone as such. And I had to grow up, and I did, eventually.
Great players you played with. Who was the best player you played with at Liverpool?
At Liverpool, probably Stevie G, followed closely by Macca, Gary Mack.
Yeah.
And Stevie was only a young lad so I was 22, so Stevie would be 19, 20. But you could see the potential on.
Strong character even back then.
Yeah, 100%, and a driving force. He played, to be fair, he played wide right and wide left sometimes. But you could see that he was going to be a future captain and stuff like that. So, and then Macca, I'd always been around senior players at Leicester. So I'd been around them strong players, like them strong characters that you can go to. And Macca was that guy. 36, I think he was when he came to Liverpool.
Looked after himself well, didn't he? Yeah?
He was he was at the front of all the running. What are you doing? Get back here with me.
Are you surprised that Stevie G has gone into management at the level he's gone in to start with?
No.
And do you expect him to do well? I mean, things have gone okay.
Yeah, I expect him to do well. I believe he's a leader. Managers need to be leaders and lead by example, and he's done that. So he can pass on a lot of that knowledge as well.